Jerry Bean Yellow needs to get decent recording equipment. Today I have ritual beasts. I took these to our locals the other day. I got 4th place, which would be great if it was out of 5 people. 5th place was Glad Beast, he deserved to be there. So let's start with the deck profile. I'll let you know if there's anything outlandish that I wanted to change or just didn't feel like it worked. So, 3 copies of Ritual Beast Tamer Elder. 3 copies of Wen. I liked her just because of the build I'm running. 3 Kanahawk was easy search. 2 Apelio. I definitely run a 3rd one of him. I know a lot of people are like, oh no, only run 2 or 1. Because his effect can be situational. But he is still an 1800 beater. And he just kind of fulfills, a better role than some of the other stuff. Petalfin, I like it too. Just because I can be compulsory whenever I want it. Rampengu at 2. I don't know how I feel about Rampengu. But he's a penguin, so I love him. 2 Lara, because I just kind of need all 3 of the Tamers represented. 1 Krebons, and 1 Dinotherium. I like them both. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Maybe, splash in a 3rd or 2nd one of each. Maybe do, I don't know. They're both awesome, because Dinotherium is great for getting into Chidori. Krebons is great for going into Synchros, but the extra deck's already tight, so. Alright, that's the monster lineup. 3 E-Telly. Some people say 2 because it's cloggy. I liked 3. Then again, I liked getting Krebons on board. That was just so nice. Alright. 2 MST for blowing stuff up. That's kind of self-explanatory. 2 Bond. I liked putting the extra damage on board, and it was gimmicky during my opponent's turn. Mostly I used it as my version of Mask Change, so I could always go into a new one. Just throw that extra, damage on board. I think one time I already had Ulti Apelio up to 41. Yeah, because... Oh, wait, no. 30... Yeah, 41. Up to 41, and I just kind of pummeled into him with Bond to make... yeah. Oh, no, wait. Apelio loses his attack boost. Oops. 2 Dark Hole. 1 Raigeki. 1 Book of Moon. Soul Absorption was in here as a filler card. It's getting taken out. It's so gimmicky and blarg. 1 Dimensional Fissure. 1 Snatch Steal. And that'll round up the spells. 2-dimension slice. I was like, oh, dude, it's so cool. I can activate it a lot. It'll work in handy. No, it was kind of poop. Never got it off, no matter how often I went into my extra deck, because it showed up at the worst times. I top decked it half the time. Steed, I need to pick up a 3rd. I have another one. I just don't remember where it was, and I didn't feel like throwing it in. I thought 2 would be suffice, but now you need 3. My 1-off turns Tribute, Macro, Bottomless, and Compulse. Alright. Oh, there it is. And Ambush. I knew I was forgetting something. Ambush I might run 2 of, actually, because it was kind of nice. Alright. Time to the somewhat standard extra deck. 2 Apelio. 2 Petalfin. 2 Kanahawk. I liked them at 2 each because, more than that, and, I was starting to run 3 Apelio, but then I was like, And I think I only misplayed once to where I needed a 3rd Apelio, and that's because I was like, oh, hey, I'll bond into a 3rd one to put on extra damage, and, yeah, they ended up just, they ended up bottomlessing it, so, yay. 1 Goyavasha. That's for Krebons, obviously. Starter Spark for Krebons. My Ixie lineup, I forgot a few really key cards that would have maybe won me games. So, Heartland, 101, Castell, Exciton, and 2 Chidori. I actually rarely ever went into Chidori. It just was kind of there. So, because when I had the option to go into Chidori, my opponent had nothing on board. Now for the part that's not so standard. Just so you know, the deck that was here, or the decks that were here, were one Necros deck with only one Bryanak in it. Another Ritual Beast deck, a Glad deck, and an actual fairly decent Battle and Boxers player that we have. So, played 1 Diffusion against the other Ritual Beast deck, Book of Eclipse, 2 Deck Lockdown, 2 Cursed Seal, and 2 Mind Crush against the Necros player. Deck Lockdown because I really didn't feel like digging out my mistakes, so 2 Ceasefire, or 1 Ceasefire, whoopsie. 1 Ceasefire for the giggles. I like throwing in because free burn damage. And if my opponent swarms, I can always just put pressure. I kind of expected a Yusenju player, so I threw in 3 Rebounds. Because the return effect does activate, and Rebound is my spirit animal. I've been saying it's going to be a good card for a while. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, the one Necros player, which was Jerry Bean Green, actually, was saying that I was throwing on the Necros hate. And these next 3 cards definitely show the Necros hate. Card number 1, Dark Bat. This card, I sided it against the other Ritual Beast player because it was kind of a... It was such a rubber match that it didn't matter. Never drew it. The card I sided out was Soul Absorption, so it didn't matter. Second card I sided, that Rainbow Dragon. Never put it in, but you know, it's in the side deck. It was ready to go when I needed it. The last and final card, Gen X Controller. Level 3 Dark Tuner, can't beat it. Anyway, that was my silly shenanigans. Because honestly, I expected it to be a small tournament, so I wanted to fill these 3 spaces, and I thought people would get a giggle out of that, which they did. By the way, since I'm running Krebons, I don't have any, but Stardust Spark was supposed to be Beals. Because opening and setting up a Beals and a Petalfin is just funny. They have to work around that. So, alright. That was my Ritual Beasts. Just kind of a 1.0 type of deal. I'll re-upload them after I fix them. They played alright. I mean, I like them. I really should have, you know, taken a little more caution when building the deck. But I enjoy it. I will probably be working more on it. At least until my Crystal Beast support comes out. Because when Crystal Beast support comes out, I'm going to be going back to my love, Crystal Beasts. So, have a wonderful day. This was Jerry Bean Yellow of the Jerry Bean Men, signing off.